Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my June wrap up. I don't know how it's going to work because I'm not alone at home, so there can be some distractions. So, in the month of June, I finally finished reading Nine Perfect Strangers by Liane Moriarty. I read in a Norwegian edition. It's in Norwegian, it's Nivelig Fremmede. I am a fan of Liane Moriarty. I loved her books, so I was so excited to read this one, and I had so high hopes for that book. Unfortunately, I wasn't as happy as I hoped to be. I made a review video on this one, so I will try to remember and link it down in the bar. It was just okay, so I gave it 3 stars. After I finished reading Nine Perfect Strangers, which took me almost a month to read one book, I wanted something light-hearted and funny to just cleanse my palate. Wow, didn't expect to say that. So my husband chose for me to read a book, The Perfect Stranger by Anne Gracie. It's a historical romance about Faith Merdieu, who gets in a trouble. She thinks that she ruined her reputation and her family's reputation, and she tries to escape from all the mess she's into, and so she runs away. While she tries to escape, she meets a Nick and his fellows, Nick Blacklock, and so they strike a deal. They get married. He hopes to send her away to his mother to live in England. However, she has other plans. And I love that book. I didn't expect to love that book so much. I gave it 5 stars. It was so funny. Oh my god, how funny it was to read the banter and the dialogue between Nick and Faith and other characters was so funny. Almost in every page I laughed out loud. So yeah, side characters. Yeah, you should read that book. I can say that there is a lot of smutty scenes. There's almost none, just a little bit. So please read that. So I give it 5 stars. In the month of June, I listened quite a lot of audiobooks. One of them was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I think this book is it is my favorite classic story. So I reread that book almost every year. This year I decided to listen, to give it a try. So I did just that. Of course, I gave it 5 stars. I do that every year. I love that story. It's very cozy, very heartwarming and funny, and I don't know, just gives me good feelings. The other book that I listened to was, I will insert picture maybe here, or here, or here, was You Should See Me in the Crown by Lee Johnson. I like this story a lot. I like the main character, how she tried to reach for her dream. It's about a girl, Liz, who has a dream to go to elite university and play in the orchestra and became a doctor. However, she gets the rejection, so she has to find another way to get the money for the school. And it's a story about how racism and friendship and prejudice are influencing the life of the young person, I gave it very high 4 stars. The other book that I chose to listen to was With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. It's also about a black girl who has a dream to become a chef. She's at the moment, I think in the book, she's 17 or 18. I think 17. And she already has a child. So I was so glad to find a story about a young adult who is already a parent, and that book I think was a very good representation to show that not all young people should be or are bad parents. I like this book and I gave it 4 stars. I will definitely buy a physical copy. And the next book that I listened to was Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. It's about a mixed-race boy who is gay, and he goes to university and tries to be a drag artist. It's written in verse, so I think that was one of the main reasons that I couldn't connect to the book fully. I don't like poetry. I don't like books in verse. So it's not the book problem. It's my problem that I couldn't connect with that because the story was beautiful. I never read a book about drag queens. So I gave it 4 stars. The last book that I listened to in the month of June was Felix Ever After by Kason Callender. I think that's the right pronunciation. Let me see. Kason Callender. This book is, I think, exploding now in the book community. I think everyone knows about it, and it was a story about a trans boy who just wants to be loved and wants to love. He never was in love and he wants to feel that feeling, what it means. And he tries desperately to find love. And in his journey, Felix gets a transphobic messages from some student, and he tries to find out who he is or she, why he is doing like that, and tries to revenge. That is the main plot. I don't want to spoil you if you still haven't read that book. So yeah, I like that story. It was very interesting. I was intrigued to know who was the blackmailer or the one who sent those messages. I enjoyed that book because I have to be honest, I haven't read a lot of books about trans people. So it was educational to read and to know a little bit more. It's a first step for me into learning about the community. So yeah, I think everyone should read that book, and when my son grows up, will be a little bit older, I will definitely recommend that book for him to read too. So I gave it 4 stars. So that was my reading month. I read 7 books. 2 of them got 5 stars. 4 of them got 4 stars. And 1 of them got 3 stars. So I think it was very successful for me. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!